Hello, sisters, and welcome to our sisterhood page. So I wanted to create a quick video introduction to kind of help you with understanding our different sisterhood circles and what we offer. And first, I wanted to start with my reason for offering these sisterhood circles. So you could say it was a calling that would not go away. It kept hounding me and hounding me that I needed to create space for sisterhood circles, and I kept asking, like, why? I already do so much. Where is this fitting in with anything that I'm doing? And me being me, though, I listen to that inner calling. I listen to what I'm being asked to do in my work because I am always in that space of being of service. And so naturally, I decided to take additional courses in being a circle facilitator, a sisterhood facilitator, a red tent facilitator, like so many different workshops and additional classes that I took in educating myself and making sure that I was holding a safe and sacred space for all of the sisters that joined, and additional tidbits on helping to work through the healing process in a group setting. Because one-on-one sessions, like, that's always been my thing. So holding space for a group definitely takes a lot more finesse. And there are certain aspects to it that are definitely different. But here's what I've found over the years of holding sisterhood circles. The changes that you experience in a circle, it's profound. It's things that can't be planned. It's things that just happen naturally, and it has to bloom naturally within the circle itself. It's always varying because it depends on who is showing up in that space. And so part of cultivating and creating that sisterhood circle is holding that space, that dynamic, for each sister to feel heard and seen and welcomed, so that she can, in that moment, be able to share her deep, raw, and vulnerable truths. And while being on the outside of a circle, to think about that could seem scary, to be sitting with a group of women that you don't know. But also in that space, you're surrounded with other women that are feeling that as well, that are new, that are around strangers, that are around other women that they don't know, they haven't met before. And in that space of being raw and vulnerable and sharing their life and what they're working through. And it's really profound to experience and witness this in the circle space itself, when you see women begin to open up and share from a place that they don't get to do outside in their life, that they don't get to do with their friends because they're afraid of judgment or their opinions overshadowing what it is that they're truly desiring, or the fear of, disappointing someone or being misunderstood. In the circle, there is none of that. There is simply the space of just being held and supported where you are. A space where you can come for nurturing or guidance if you need it, to just be able to express yourself so that you can process what it is that you're moving through and working through. And in a space where you can be reminded that you're never alone in that journey. So our Sacred Sisterhood Circle is our in-person circle at the Sacred Soul Shop. This space, it's surrounded in magic. It is held with all of the energy of the crystalline beauty that is there in the shop. And do know that I charge and cleanse the space on a regular basis, so you never have to worry about your energy being stuck somewhere or taking an energy that's not your own. I keep my space very, very sacred, and it is well kept in all of the energetic practices that I do. Also in this space, we are able to meet face to face in the Sacred Sisterhood Circle. So it gives us an opportunity to actually be in each other's presence, to be in each other's energy, and to experience that connection. And so many sisters end up making new friendships, and I absolutely love seeing that connection within the circle. Aside from the Sacred Sisterhood Circle, we also have our Inner Light Teen Circle. And this really, it started as a dream last year. And that was 2021. It started as a dream, as a challenge, really, of a way of being able to give back to the community and to be of service of something that was needed in the community. And this came through for me, and it comes from a place of honoring my own children and their paths. So I am a mom to 3 beautiful daughters. They are, my youngest is about to be 15 and up. So they are older teens, and I have seen and experienced firsthand as a mom what these girls are going through nowadays in their teen years, and it's hard. And one thing that I know that myself and many of our sisters have often said is that we wished that we would have had something when we were younger to help us, to support us, to guide us, to teach us coping mechanisms and things that we could do. And that is exactly what our Inner Light Teen Circle is for. It is helping teen girls learn the coping skills, learn things like breath work, yoga practices, meditation, energetic cleansing practices, all sorts of things to help them be able to feel more empowered and take more control over their emotional state, and understanding how to work through things and things that they can do to help themselves when they need to, so that they're not just left trying to figure it all out on their own. This is an act of service for me. It is a free circle to the community, to the teens in our community that feel called to come and be part of this. And as always, I serve wholeheartedly because it is such a close and endearing part of my calling and what I am here to do in helping this community. So that is another circle that we offer. Then we also have an online circle called our Sisterhood of the Moon. Well, excuse me. It's the Wild Woman Sisterhood of the Moon Circle. And this is coming back to the roots of circles. This is coming back to aligning with the sacredness of the moon energy, what it means working with the moon cycles, understanding the energetic influence of them, understanding how to work with the moon for manifestation, for releasing bad habits, for cultivating new awareness, for embodiment practices to understand the different archetypal energies. Like, there's so much around moon practices, and often what is seen out there right now, I see so much that is just like way off base from traditional moon practices. For instance, the new moon is a time for healing. It's a time for shadow work. It is a time for going within. It's not quite the time for releasing. And there's a reason for that. And I share that in the program. The full moon is not the time for manifesting. At the full moon, you've already missed the peak time for manifesting. The full moon is a time for celebration. It's also not a time for releasing. It's the pause of celebrating where you're at, what you brought in. And it's the embodiment practices of drawing down the moon, of embodying the different archetypal energies and allowing yourself to feel into what that means for you in your life and how it's expressed. But as I said, so much of what I see out there doesn't take into consideration the traditional aspects of working with the moon. And so we bring that back in the Wild Woman Sisterhood of the Moon. So if that is something that interests you, I definitely recommend that you check that out. That is an online circle. So you meet in the comfort of your home or wherever you're at, on your phone or on your computer, and we meet through Zoom. And in this aspect, you also have a classroom which provides you with additional material. Every month, new material is released that reflects upon workings of the moon, different aspects of working with the moon. So if you're interested in more of that line of circles, I do offer that as a separate sisterhood circle for you to be able to join. Should you decide you want to take part in that and our in-person sisterhood circle, please reach out to me. I would love to be able to work some additional program structures for you so that you can maximize what it is that you are getting. And then for those sisters that are really all in, that really want to dive deeper with this work into their own aspects of their life and get more one-on-one connection with me, more coaching and mentoring through it, more understanding of the different archetypal energies, I offer the Priestess Path program. And that opens only twice a year. So the Priestess Path is a more intensive study and program where you get 6 full months with me. Every month, new content, new material, new coaching and hot seat coaching available through our live calls, as well as connecting to that Sisterhood of the Moon Circle. You get automatic membership into that, so you get those moon circles as well. So that's if you are really dedicated and wanting to step up and step into that level of commitment and energy of really doing the deep inner work and reconnecting with yourself and rediscovering who you are. So, my dears, I hope this helps to explain a little bit more about our sisterhood circles and the different variations that are available and what is available to you and to the community. So if you know someone that you think would be interested, if you know some teen girls that you think this would really help to serve, I really ask that you share, get them involved, get your friends involved. I will say that the more the merrier. And that's always how it is with circles. The more energy influence that we have, the more that people open up and share, the more depth of emotion that we get to uncover within ourselves and within the circle as a whole. And it is always an amazing, amazing experience. So I welcome you to come plant yourself in one of our circles. Thank you so much for listening. And if you have any more questions, please feel free to message me. Namaste, sister.